It's time for Down on the Corner with Dale Hoffman, North Arkansas's premier news talk program. Brought to you by Brewed Awakening Coffee, with 3 locations to serve you. Baxter Regional Medical Center lobby, Highway 62 412 at Balmer Boulevard, and the Walmart East Plaza. And now, Down on the Corner.
It's all Southern Missouri. It is Wednesday, November 20th, 2019. It's 7 a.m.
How are
Central
you?
Standard Time. I'm good.
All right.
How about this weather?
Woo, I'm loving it. Loving every bit of it. How about you, Luke?
No, not really.
Oh, come
Not
on.
really. It looks
Except
like
the snow.
You like the snow?
Yeah, I like the snow.
Yes. All right, come here. Hold on.
Boo.
You're the only one in here. No, give me 5 that has backed me on the snow.
Okay, you two
Else,
snow guys.
everybody else is whining and complaining. I don't want no snow. And I'm like, snow's pretty. I'm good. I got. He's going to back me. We're good.
I know who to call when it snows to shovel off the sidewalks.
I'm ready. Bring it on.
Anyway, good morning, everybody. Welcome down on the corner program. Dale Hoffman, your host. I'm with Scooter Callis, and Luke is here today to do our morning prayer from Mountain Christian Academy. Get to that here in just a minute. It's brought to you by Brewed Awakening Coffee, the best coffee in town. Mark, there's coffee over there if you need coffee. It's the adult dose. It'll keep you up till about Friday.
We got a crowd this morning.
Brewed Awakening Coffee is here. Jacqueline saying the introduction. We've got Balmer Boulevard, which will be busy at 7:02 in the morning. 62 East Plaza, and of course Baxter Regional Medical Center. Now, they're still working on the lobby, from what I understand. I haven't been out there in a while.
I think it's still going to be a little bit.
Yeah, it's going to be a bit. And they're out behind or beside the cafeteria. There's that little picnic area out there, a little garden area outside by the cafeteria. So
They got a
for
trailer
a bit,
there.
they're in a little trailer out there.
But when they get done with remodeling it,
It's gonna
it'll
be a nice
be well
little
worth
coffee
it. They're going to have a nice little coffee bar and tables for people to sit, and it'll be nice.
It's going to be nice. So 3 locations to serve you the best coffee in town. Brewed Awakening Coffee. Mike and the staff do a great job. All 3 locations, check them out. And Mike was a big part of the Lions Club last week. Appreciate his donations. And boy, we went through several pots of Brewed Awakening during that too.
I believe it.
Brewed Awakening Coffee. If you're not drinking Brewed Awakening, you're just drinking muddy water. Mike and the staff, like I say, do a great job at all 3 locations. Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas bring the morning prayer each and every day with all our respect. Roller Funeral Homes right here in Mountain Home. Talk to Charlotte, Bruce, Brad, Chris. Anybody there can help you. They can get you through a bad situation, emergency situation, non-emergency. I mean, somebody passed away after a long illness, something of that nature. Excuse me. There's 29 roller funeral homes in the state to serve you, with 1 in Memphis, Tennessee. But right here in Mountain Home, very professional, caring, loving, understanding. They get the job done.
They do. They're a great group of guys.
They
Very
really
down
Roller
to
funerals.
earth and very family oriented, and just a
And get it done.
Great
I mean,
team.
just totally professional. I'll tell you what. Roller Funeral Homes, with all our respect. Today, Luke, who's in grade 6 at Mountain Home Christian Academy, will be bringing our morning prayer. If you can help the Christian Academy financially, you can call them at 424-6622. They take no government funding, teach no Common Core. Mountain Home Christian Academy. Luke, how you been? You ready?
Yep.
All right, Luke's going to bring our morning prayer.
Dear Lord, please help us to have a good day. Just please help everybody who's going on Thanksgiving break, for them to have safe travels and help there to not go anything wrong there. Just please help my grandpa as he's going through surgery today, and just please help the doctors and guide their hands, and just please help everybody else who's in the hospital, and just thank you that we have a good school that we can go to, and just thank you for all your blessings. Amen.
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 Luke bringing our morning prayer. Luke, of course, is in grade 6, Mountain Home Christian Academy, 424-6622. How's it going this year?
Good.
Yep. Favorite subjects?
History.
History.
History. That's
What's your
in it.
favorite
We
part of
haven't got
history to
that one.
study?
I don't know.
My favorite part comes up this Friday. You know what happened Friday, November 22nd, 1963?
No.
President Kennedy was shot in Dallas, Texas.
Well, how was that your favorite?
To study, because
He
what
likes
was-
that gloom and doom type.
it's
No.
the technology of it, because what we have sitting here did not exist. Any of these cameras weren't even thought of. The cameras, just one of the TV cameras, they were talking about CBS News. It took 4 guys to carry one camera upstairs. They were that big, and they're bigger than that old radio over there.
I think I got when they got when they went to portable, I think we got one of those old ones back here. I mean, you sit
It's
it all
huge,
up on
yeah.
your shoulder, and
They'd still weigh like 25 pounds, you know.
Yeah.
But none of the broadcast equipment. It was all film, and anything that was done in Dallas, according to that news, they had to take the film, rewind it, send it in for processing, and have to wait like 6 or 8 hours. Remember when you used to send pictures off? You used to take pictures and send them off, and it'd take a week to get the picture. Well, that's how it was with film. But yeah, and I remember when Walter Cronkite interrupted on TV that afternoon, you know, that what had happened was. But I think it's looking back at how technology was and how it was handled. It's just an interesting part of history and how it was handled.
What's your least favorite subject?
Math.
Math is the number one least favorite subject going on this year, and that was my favorite.
It's not fun.
It was math and science
I
for
had
me.
no problems with the math, but
How were you in long division?
I was fine in long division. Like I said, math and algebra and all that, I was great with. I didn't like English. I mean, I wasn't big on that.
I like language.
Do you?
See,
Yeah.
see,
Are you good at, like,
everybody's
essays
different.
and
That's what makes
compositions?
the world go
Yeah,
round.
pretty good.
There you go. Do you play any sports?
No.
You play not playing basketball or anything?
No.
I know you guys got basketball going over there right now, so. Cool.
All right, Madam Chris Kennedy, once again, if you can help them financially, call them at 424-6622. Morning Prayer brought to you by Roller Funeral Homes. With all our respect, Roller Funeral Homes. Can you do a trumpet? I know these guys can do a trumpet.
Let's hear you make a trumpet sound.
I wasn't prepared for this.
Nobody is.
Da-da-da.
Do you think he is?
Hey, he just did it, so why do I have to do it?
Good point. Dun, da-da-da, the weather.
Because his trumpet sounds like my fingers getting caught in the fan of an old Chevy 350 engine.
Okay, moving on. We got weather to do.
Weather brought to you by
Bunny
the
trail,
ZT.
bunny trail.
The ZT, Bob and Linda Zadora, 870-405-0793, retire to Arkansas.net. Foggy or clear?
That's the question.
I'm going to say clear.
You're going to say clear? What do you say, foggy or clear?
Foggy or clear? Watch the
This
monitor.
morning. What do you say?
On the river, White River.
Hold on, he's
Cotton.
got a guess.
Clear.
Okay,
All
two
right,
clears to foggy.
Okay, I'm taking foggy. Because I know.
Yeah, he's got the
I
monitor.
see it.
That's actually the White River and Cotter that you can't see due
I'm
to the
going to
fog.
do the still shot. This is a daytime still shot of the same.
That's what it's supposed to
footage.
look like.
Wow.
Yeah,
It's pretty.
it sure is.
Man, that's a beautiful
I've
shot,
been there.
though.
Yep.
Overseeing the river, and
You
you
can
see
go
Mountain Home
to-
and the horizon, and that's just
Yesterday
awesome.
was gorgeous. The sunrise coming in and everything.
And then
Man,
this is what it looks like now.
little bit of fog. Wait till we get the rain.
Just a little.
Just a hint.
Just a little.
Bob and Linda Zadora, the Z Team, for all your real estate needs, 870-405-0793, retire to Arkansas.net. They can help you from Mountain View to Mountain Home to Marshall, all the way up into Gainesville, Zanoni, Missouri to West Plains. The teams are assembled and ready to help you today. 870-405-0793, retire to Arkansas.net. Bob and Linda Zadora, bring you morning. You want to do the weather? You want to do the temperatures? Let me pull this down all the way. Just say Mountain Home 43, flipping 30s, and go down the list. Can you say it right there?
Mountain Home 43, Flippin, Arkansas 37, Harrison, Arkansas 43, Yellowville, Arkansas 37, Salem 37,
Calico Rock?
Calico Rock 43, Mountain View 32,
They're a little bit chilly down there.
St.
They've been 32
Louis
2 days in a row,
31,
Ooh, 31 in St. Louis.
Poplar
Poplar Bluff,
Bluff.
Missouri.
Poplar Bluff, Missouri 34, West Plains, Missouri 37, Branson, Missouri 45, and
Watford City, North Dakota. That's where my son's at.
32.
32 degrees. Wow. There you go. No,
Chilly, chilly.
it sure is.
Why can't it be that cold here? So, like, if it rains, we get snow.
Well,
Because we've been praying that it won't.
the other day,
No.
or yesterday, they were calling for chance, I guess, Friday evening, but I don't know if that's still in there.
I
We'll
heard
see
they
here in a
pulled that
minute.
out. And
I
checked
think
that in a
they
minute.
pulled it.
And it was crazy. Like, all the other schools got a snow day, but, like, our school did not get a snow day. It was,
Mountain Home didn't get a snow day either, so
yeah, it's like, why?
the roads were fine, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
National Radar shows showers of all places in the desert right now. Southern California, Arizona, New Mexico, all getting showers. All the way through Lubbock, Amarillo, Texas, all the way up to Ogden, Utah. Nothing right now in Arkansas, Missouri, Illinois, Tennessee, Mississippi not getting anything. We'll take a quick look at Arkansas. 62, 412 east and west is clear. Highway 65 north-south, Little Rock, Branson in good shape. Little Rock to Poplar Bluff on Highway 67, 167 going through Batesville where they split. In good shape. Your interstates 30, 40, 49, 55, and 555 in Arkansas clear at this time. State of Missouri, I-70, Kansas City, east of Columbia to St. Louis, no problems there. Then east of Vandalia, Effingham, Illinois in good shape. I-44, Joplin, Springfield, Lebanon, Rolla. Looks good there. I-64 east from East St. Louis, Illinois to Mount Vernon in good shape. I-55 coming in from Blytheville, Arkansas, Cape on into St. Louis, no problem. I-24 at 57 southeast of Carbondale in good shape. And it looks like all the other interstates are in pretty good shape.
Are you listening to all these street things? Because there's a test when we're done.
Why did you not tell me this?
One of these days we just need to bring it up with all the street things and just let one of the kids do it to see how they do.
You wouldn't even know what to do.
That's
I just do the interstates that I drive on.
I-44
Between here in St. Louis and here in Nashville. That way I've been through both the highways. No watches or warnings right now. We do have some fog advisories in Kentucky, Indiana, Illinois, and Wisconsin, parts of Iowa with some fog. Of course, we have some winter advisories from Montana, North Dakota, northern Minnesota.
Not here, Luke.
Through the middle part of the country. 7-day forecast. Here we go. Today, high of 67 degrees, partly cloudy as the clouds increase tonight. 70% chance of showers tonight. Thursday, 60%. Thursday night, 90%. Friday, 70% chance. We have a high on Thursday of 70 degrees.
No.
70 degrees. 48 on Friday. Then we have a low of 35 on Friday night. Warms back up Saturday with bright sunshiny skies to 48. 58 on Sunday. All right.
So Friday they've taken it out.
Yeah, it's
I'm
going to be too long.
Luke.
Boo-hoo.
I'm sorry, buddy.
Checking iDrive Arkansas. This has just popped up. No surprise here. We have an accident. Interstate 40, exit 152A in North Little Rock on the eastbound lanes. If you're listening on the phone and are in Little Rock, I heard that they're going to be shutting down 2 lanes on Bull Shoals Dam to do the same thing for about 6 to 8 hours. At Bull Shoals, what they did on Norfolk last week. So I'm not sure of the dates on it. I think they said Friday. Missouri Department of Transportation, all roads in Missouri look good. Highway 142 has not had any construction on it. I think they've got that wrapped up until springtime. All the highways 160, 60, 67, and everything around Springfield in pretty good shape there. Right?
There you go.
Morning weather brought to you by the Z-Team, Bob and Linda Zadora. For all your real estate needs, 870-405-0793, retiretooarkansas.net. Be sure to they need listings. I mean, we're down around 500.
I mean,
500
here's the funny thing. Where every time it slows down as you go into the wintertime and in the fall and things, but we have not slowed down. I mean, they're still selling homes. People are still buying it. If you're debating selling your home, now's the time. I mean, it is a seller's market.
Yep.
Every week they got homes that are active contingent.
And do you
before they
remember?
can go
You
on
remember
and-
last week was November 11th through November 15th when Bob did the report on the 18th.
Mhm.
$6 million in real estate moved in those 4 to 5 days. There was a
Wow.
holiday. $6 million worth of real estate in this MLS.
Yep.
That's not the state. That's this MLS. So. List with the Z-Team, Bob and Linda Zadora, 870-405-0793, retiretooarkansas.net. Community calendar time, we got several things going on here. One thing is on the website here. Cotter-Gassville Rural Fire Protection District Commission meeting is tomorrow from 6 to 7:30 at the Cotter-Gassville Rural Fire Department, Denton Ferry Road, Baxter County Road 703. Cotter and Gassville Rural Fire Protection District meeting tomorrow, the 21st, from 6 to 7:30 at the Gassville Rural Fire Department on Denton Ferry Road. Van Meter Senior Center and Activity and Wellness Center's 4th annual Christmas bake sale, Thursday, December 12th from 9 to 4. Pies, cakes, cookies, and so much more. And also come and enjoy Christmas music and dinner on December 12th. Christmas dinner starts at 11 a.m. to 12:30. Country singer Joshua Michael will be there. Sponsors are Ignite Nutrition, Rural Storage, and Furniture Depot. So good activities there for fundraiser for Van Meter Senior Center. And also a holiday craft and bake sale Saturday, December 7th at Redeemer Lutheran Church's Fellowship Hall. Come and enjoy chicken noodle soup and crusty bread from 11 to 1. Free coffee, spice, apple cider. They'll have a drawing for $50 gift card. All proceeds support the Ozark Center of Hope. I think that covers it.
Awesome.
Got anything going on at Christian Academy? Basketball games or anything?
No. Not that I can think of.
Nothing coming up that you know of, just waiting on that snow day, huh?
Yeah, that's what we're thinking about.
You'll probably get one this season, I got a feeling. Just not this early. The Mountain Home Bombers wrestling team is traveling to Springdale, it's Harbor area, on Saturday. This will be their first meet. It'll be JV and girls. And I think we've got 32 kids going to this tournament, so it should be an awakening for some of them. But it's kind of nice to have these early tournaments and let the kids see where they're at and what we need to build on, what we need to work on, and kind of grow from there. So I'm excited for them. Should be a good day.
All right.
Anything else?
You want to take us a break?
Sure.
Look at that camera right there. It says, got to take a break, be right back.
Gotta take a break, be right back.
Take a step back in time when going to a barbershop meant more than just getting a haircut. Come into Legionnaire Barbershop today, a unique gentleman's barbershop. Get back in style with 2 experienced licensed barbers who are trained in tonsorial arts and lock removal and are happy to give you a straight razor shave. Legionnaire Barbershop is veteran-owned and operated and located at 1041 Highland Circle, Suite 55 in Mountain Home. For a full, old-fashioned barbershop experience, stop by Legionnaire Barbershop today.
In 2014, I had back surgery, and I had always been told that chiropractic care, once you have that, is not possible. After coming up here to see Doc Osgood, I've learned just how much it is helpful, and I find now that I can do a lot more activities like mowing the yard, or even my job as a sports reporter. Going to the games is not a problem anymore. I don't have near the problem that I used to, and as I keep progressing, I think it'll get better and better.
Why would I recommend Hospice of the Ozarks? Because I know the people that work there, I know their hearts, and I know that their desire is to help people with the suffering and the anxiety and the things that can come with either terminal diagnosis or a terminal condition. We want them to have a peace of heart and to have a comfort and to know that someone's there to help them through that so they can enjoy the time that they have.
Whether you're a professional lawnscape contractor or a homeowner in need of quality lawn equipment, Moran's Lawn & Garden has you covered. Moran's is the longest originally owned lawn and garden business in Mountain Home, with a 5,700 square foot warehouse packed full of new current year inventory for all your lawn maintenance needs. Moran stocks a full line of factory parts, and they service everything they sell, offering top names like Grasshopper, Hustler, and Country Clipper. Moran stands behind their quality service with thousands of customers using their products daily. Moran's Lawn & Garden, servicing the entire Twin Lakes area.
Do you know where your money goes when you give to charity? At the Salvation Army, 85 cents of every dollar stays to help those in need in our local community. Hi, I'm Captain Spaulding. The money we raise help people in the surrounding 5 counties, including Baxter, Marion, Sharp, Izzard, and Fulton. You can help by donating your unwanted items and by shopping at the Salvation Army store. Those in need get assistance with rent, utilities, sending kids to camp, and many other things. When it comes to this charity, the Salvation Army always helps those in our community.
Hi, we're Bob and Linda Zadora, the Z Team at Century 21 Lemac Realty, and we'd like you to meet the rest of our team.
When you are working with the Z Team, you will find that not only are they down-to-earth people, but they are trained professionals who work with downsizers, first-time homebuyers, and clients who may want to relocate to our beautiful Ozarks. Our team has agents who specialize in lake and river properties, listing and selling raw land, acreage, and all residential homes. Listing your property with the Z Team will help get it sold with unmatched Century 21 global marketing. You can find out more at retiretoarkansas.net.
When I grow up, I want to save lives, like a superhero, and show up when people needed me.
When I grow up, I want to do animations. I want to create characters that can fly.
No matter what it is you want out of life, there is a path to get there.
When I grow up, I don't know what I want to do when I grow up, but I know I want to go to college.
Arkansas State University Mountain Home. Take your first step at asumh.edu.
Coming up on 720, we got the Mountain Home Symphony here. Michelle Webb, Dave Fornes, and Mark Hopper. Hi.
Good morning. Good morning.
They seem so alive this morning, don't they? They're just like, yes!
Well, you know, musicians don't do this time of the day.
Really?
No.
Yeah. We got to get warmed up. It takes us half a day to get warmed up.
Half a day to warm up.
Yeah.
So tell us about the Symphony. We've got the web page pulled up, and what the concert when is it?
This Sunday.
I thought it was the 24th.
24th.
2:30, Dunbar. Not Dunbar. No, not Dunbar. The Shed.
At the Shed.
At the Shed. It's always at the Shed. It used to be at Dunbar.
Yeah, it's just
now it's at the Shed.
On the beautiful Mountain Home, ASU Mountain Home campus. Yeah. That's a beautiful, beautiful campus. And by the way, the Mountain Home Symphony is not here. There are a few representatives of the Symphony here.
How many members?
Right now, we're about 50 to 55 right now, aren't we?
That sounds about right.
So strings, brass, everything. How many? I mean,
strings, brass, woodwinds, percussion, piano. Wow. Yes. Yeah. Just. I mean, it's a regular orchestral instrumentation. Yes.
And how many members?
50, 55.
Cellos. Everything.
You want to know? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a real symphony.
Sounds like fun.
It's a really nice. It's a really good full sound.
It is.
We have a good number of clarinets. There's probably at least 4 or 5 flutes.
Uh-huh.
We have a full horn section with 4 French horns.
Horn section. Yeah.
So yeah, it's really well balanced and really nice.
Yeah.
Really.
So.
Wow. It's gonna be a good concert.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So now you play like 40 instruments. So what do you?
Not that I played trumpet. Mark plays trumpet, and Michelle plays French horn.
Sure.
So the brass is represented well here today.
There you go.
We have numerous people that come down from the SOCO is the acronym. I never can get this right. Southern Ozark Community Orchestra.
Out of Springfield?
No, it's
Willow Springs.
Willow Springs.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they come down and help us out, and luckily they can send us about half a dozen string players, because in this area it's hard to keep a lot of.
Well, there's just not a lot of string education going on. I mean,
why
not
is
like
that?
other.
Because during Christmas, I'm a record collector, and I've got everything you can imagine. The Philadelphia Philharmonic, you've got some great sounds,
The public schools in Arkansas, unfortunately, as a whole, don't push strings a lot. Now, some of the larger school districts have string programs, but it's not throughout the state. So basically that's why you don't have as many string players in your communities.
Yeah, most of your metropolitan areas might have like a youth symphony
Little Rock,
or youth orchestras.
Northwest Arkansas has some, I think Hot Springs, some places like that, but not Mountain Home, unfortunately. Yeah. But it's you've got to put your dollars where they're best used. But
because I'm sitting there thinking, I can think of trumpet players. I can think of Al Hurt, Bobby Hackett, Doc Severinsen. I think Winston Marsalis played trumpet. But try to think of a string player.
Yo-Yo Ma.
Yo-Yo Ma.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I think of.
It's Ock Perlman. But all the names you just mentioned are mostly pop or jazz.
Now, Bobby Hackett recorded with Jackie Gleason's orchestra in the early 50s.
But that's still pop, jazz type stuff. But the string players that are the most well-known string players, of course, don't have that type of exposure. Of course, they're well-known in the classical, that arena. But
So when y'all were younger, who'd you follow? What types of music and?
Oh, for sure, pop music, always.
Chicago.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Still do.
Dave?
Yeah. Well, I was mixed up. My mom had the hi-fi going every single day when I was a little kid, and I heard everything from Elvis to the Everly Brothers to Hank Snow and Hank Williams, and then there was a there was a popular recordings out there called 101 Strings.
Yep.
So it was an and I really loved that. It was a orchestral sound, and they took pop music and
How do you think the 101 Strings got started? You know the story behind that?
No, I don't.
A guy named, last name was Miller. He's out of Philadelphia. He went over to Hamburg, Germany, and hired a German orchestra and set up a tape recorder over there because there's no royalties to have to be paid on recordings over there in America. He had his own Scully lathe and transferred the tapes to records. They're on Somerset Records, this Miller Recording Company at the bottom. 101 Strings was German.
Wow.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So I listened to a lot of different stuff, but it was mostly pop when I was a teenager, and so our orchestra it's a real orchestra, you know. So a lot of people don't think that can happen in Mountain Home, Arkansas, and since in the last few years we've really grown a lot, and we've attracted some good musicians, and we're always looking for, you know, more musicians. And our current conductor, Bruce Shaver, there's an article in the bulletin
today
now.
I think, right?
Yeah. Today it came out, and his last name is Shaver. There was some confusion when I looked at the website last night, so hopefully they've gotten that fixed about his name, but his last name is Shaver. Well, you're on the website. I'm talking about the Baxter Bulletin article that came out today. So, but since Bruce has gotten here, he's just a cool guy, and he's a lot of fun, and keeps us, you know, on our toes. And he's a very good musician. Really, he's a young guy too.
Really?
So
everybody's young compared to us, Dave.
I noticed that pause before.
You know, he started to say you.
I know he did.
Gotcha.
The thing that I really think is cool about the Mountain Home Symphony is it provides an opportunity for so many different levels of musician and musicianship. You know, there's enough there for more experienced musicians to make it worthwhile and interesting and challenging. I know it is for me, but then it's also very accessible for musicians who aren't as advanced yet, who want to be. And Bruce just does a great job of being able to bring all those together and make it work, and it's really cool. Yeah.
Can you use Scooter's trumpet?
Do what?
No.
And I would probably be a really good example of that. I played French horn all through junior high and high school, and then after that, I didn't play anymore. The French horn is a very expensive instrument to own and purchase.
Really?
The horn that I play on an entry level is about $2,000 to $3,000. If you get on the professional French horns, you're looking at $5,000 plus. That is just not something that your students. All your students in Mountain Home School District, those are rented from the school district.
Yeah.
And that's what I had growing up at school. Was I just paid the $20 rental fee. So after high school was over, that was the end of the French horn playing for me for a very long time. I just happened to see one come up on Facebook. Believe it or not, nobody sells their French horns once they have them because of the value. Somebody in Conway was selling one, and I begged my husband to please let me go get it. And I went and picked it up. And it's not as easy to pick up as you would think after laying a French horn down for 20 years.
The difference between that and a trombone and trumpet, what was it?
Cost-wise?
I mean, just after not picking it up for a
I
while.
think just in any instrument, I just had this vision of how easy it would be just to hop back on playing. And
Really?
it was a little bit harder than I thought. And it's not near as fun to practice at home, just to practice, if you don't have anything you're working towards. Like if I don't have a performance or anything coming up, it's kind of lame to just sit and practice at home all the time. And so it sat in the corner at my house for about a good 2 years, and happened to come to the Mountain Home Symphony about 3 years ago. And after the Christmas concert, I went up on stage and just asked if I could just see how hard the music was. And it was challenging, but something accessible to somebody like me, and asked if I could kind of give it a try, and that gave me something to practice and work on. And it has been amazing the past 3 years to have a place to plug in with my instrument where I would not have had that.
So
Yeah.
When you have the sheets of music in front, you play the treble clef, right? The regular score, is that right?
Right.
Okay, so how does trumpet, trombone, and French horn, when you're reading, y'all play the same notes, I guess, but I mean...
Well, no. I mean, different parts are written differently.
How's it scored, I guess?
Well, you've got a trumpet part, or you have a French horn part. Yeah, I mean, it's all separate as far as
Really?
the sheet music. Yeah. Now, the conductor, of course, looks at a score that's got all the parts on it. So he can, he can see what everyone's playing at any time. The French horn is going to be keyed or pitched in a different key than the trumpet from the trombone. Of course, trombone's in bass clef, which is different. But
think of it like a piano.
Right.
Each finger is a different instrument.
Yeah.
So they've all got their notes they have to play. The trumpet can only play one note.
And French horn as well, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So each one has to be, and the composers write it out so that they all have their. You wouldn't believe how much time you have to spend sitting there doing nothing, counting rests. Yeah.
So
a lot of people don't realize that till you get in there.
I can read music because I learned on the guitar, the treble clef. But I mean, your level of reading music has to be very precise.
Well, until the conductor throws something at you.
Yes.
Both guys are smiling when he said that. So,
That's all right.
I mean, I think they're talking through experience. It's just made.
Well, the thing about a trumpet is, if you make a mistake, usually everybody hears it. So you got to be on your toes all the time.
Yeah.
So, and you say the French horn is a very expensive.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
So the brass are.
Well, brass, of course, then you get into, I don't know what a professional bassoon would cost, probably
those are a lot.
15 to 20,000.
Are you kidding? Really?
Yeah.
Those are hard players to find too.
Yeah,
those are rare.
Yeah, it's too expensive.
Yeah.
Anybody out there know a good bassoon player?
Yeah.
Let us know.
Yeah.
Send them to the website. Send us a message. And
I don't even know if I know what that looks like. I'm thinking of an oboe.
Well, just multiply that about 15 times.
Really?
It's about 6 feet
Yeah.
tall, and it's about this big around.
Yeah.
Looks like a big giant
And it's
piece
got
of
the
bamboo.
little- Really?
Yeah.
Only painted real pretty in brown and has keys all over it and
Wow.
stuff like, yeah.
Wow.
They're pretty cool instruments, but I think they sound like a cow.
What about a xylophone? You don't see,
Tell us how you really feel.
Don't hold back.
Anybody play a xylophone around here? I've got so many records that are just strictly instrumental from 1946 and 7 through the 50s. It adds so much, but it's not the featured instrument in the recording. It may be like Bobby Hackett with Jackie Gleason's orchestra, but yet it just adds that certain foundation in the recording.
Oh yeah. I can't. I mean, most percussionists, if you go through, and I'm not familiar with other school districts, but I know Mountain Home, they start learning mallet percussion from the beginning.
Good.
And so I think once they get into high school, then certain students will focus more on that or on other things, but they all start with a basic knowledge of that. But yeah.
Go ahead, Dan.
The xylophones and the bells or the glockenspiels, they're all set up like a piano.
Right.
So it looks like you're looking at a piano and you just hit it with sticks, mallets.
Mountain Home had a senior that just graduated, Simon. Simon would write pieces for the xylophone, and he was very, very good at that. So.
And I saw an old video clip of something a year or so ago where a guy had the mallets in his. He actually had 3 and 4.
2 in each hand. Yeah.
Yeah, and my goodness, it was amazing.
Yeah.
Simon could do that.
Really?
And he was that reminds me of something, because we have a lot of young people in the symphony. Our youngest is Caitlin, little red-headed violin player, and she's I don't know if precocious is the right word because she's very quiet, but she's, when you're that age to come and play in a symphony around a bunch of older people, and I don't mean age-wise, I mean like a teenager would be old to her, and she's right in there with the best of them playing her violin. But if you play with the Symphony, and if you're a graduating senior and you're going to continue your music education, we give scholarships. So that's a part of what the money that we make at the concerts is used for.
Really?
Yeah.
Hold that thought. Let's take a break at 7:35. We'll talk about that when we get back. More with the Symphony right after this.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Your car is a member of the family. It takes you where you need to go, and it makes sure you are safe at all times. When a wreck or accident happens, trust the only place that will treat you and your vehicle like a person, not a number. From collision repair and windshield replacement to paintless dent repair and hail damage removal, Dent Boys can cover all your automotive repair needs and make sure you are satisfied every step of the way. Call or visit the professionals at Dent Boys today and see the Dent Boys difference.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
So there I was, naked as a jaybird in the shower with soap in my hair and eyes when I lost water pressure down to a dribble. I immediately grabbed my towel and dialed up Jake at JM Sales and Pump Service. Jake came right over and fixed my water pressure. Now I can take my showers with confidence. Just call Jake.
For all your sales and pump needs, just call Jake at JM Sales and Pump Service, 870-431-5445. He offers high-quality stay-right product. Have you ever...
$7:38, we're visiting with Mountain Home Symphony, and we were talking about scholarships, weren't we, Dave?
Yeah, I was mentioning how we have quite a good number of young people that are in the Symphony. And I was talking about Caitlin a few minutes ago, and I think she's about 9 or 10, somewhere around there. And we have some, they mentioned their age in the newspaper, so I think it's safe. But Bill and Judy Black have been in our symphony for a number of years. She plays upright bass, and he plays bass clarinet. He actually plays clarinet also, and I think some other instrument. In the article, it said he was 76 years old.
Oh, good.
So we've got quite an age range there that is covered, which, and this is a community orchestra, so we're all volunteers, and sometimes it's hard to keep volunteers happy. And so you can ask Bruce, and I've run into a few problems like that being a but if you're a senior let's say you started playing with the symphony in 10th grade, and we average 3 concerts a year. We do a spring concert, winter, or Christmas. In this case, the scheduling was difficult, so we had to do it before Thanksgiving. But it's still pretty much our Christmas concert. And then we also play for the ASU graduation every May, and it's an outdoor concert, and it's outdoor graduation.
Wow.
How many years have we been doing that now? At least 10 or so.
At least as long as I've been with the symphony, we've been doing it, and that was 2006.
And we've only been rained out once.
Yeah,
that's good.
Can I say something in here about that? We really grateful and indebted to ASU Mountain Home, because they've allowed us to make the shed our home for rehearsals and concerts, and that was such.
Gives you some elbow room, doesn't it?
Well, it does, and it was such just a blessing, because we were having to each rehearsal set up at a random location, maybe not random every time, but whether it was a church cafeteria or the old library or something, and you'd have to move in each rehearsal and then pack up and leave, and ASU has really it's just been a good relationship with them, and we're very, very appreciative. So,
less setup time, you'd get in, get the work done, and go home.
Oh yeah, and it's such a great environment. The acoustics and everything are just.
It also makes a difference if you rehearse where you perform.
Right.
Ooh.
And when it's one thing, to have a 4 or 5 piece band to have to set up, and and it's in a different place every time. But when you're talking about 50 people having to set up with, and you should see how long it takes the percussion to set up, all their drums and drum sets, xylophones and stuff. But anyway, as far as the scholarships go, so if a person started in 10th grade and they played the 3 concerts every year, then we look at that and we have a kind of a way that we determine, and we give them a scholarship. It's kind of predicated on if they're going to continue their music when they go to college, but they might be going to study engineering, but they're going to be in the marching band or maybe the concert band when they're there at the college. Then that's pretty cool. But that's the thing I'm proudest of, is that we can help the young people.
Well, no, let's talk a little bit about I'm sitting there thinking, what about the conductor? Because when we're talking about the music score, he has to see what everybody's playing, so he has to have a knowledge of basically every instrument.
Right.
What about the collegiate level of being a conductor? I mean, what's it take to be a conductor?
Oh my. You have to know just basic music theory, music history, styles, interpretations. Then you have to have a fairly good working knowledge of each instrument and how they're scored and how they're keyed and how they fit with each other.
Because you look at Arthur Fiedler with Boston Pops. He was there for 100 years.
Right.
The guy that took over, or whoever's taking that over, you better know what's going on,
Yeah. Well, it's just the conductors at the highest levels are true art. I mean, it's like the orchestra is their instrument, and that's what they perform with. And,
I'm assuming they have a doctorate in music, perhaps?
Not necessarily.
Oh, really?
No, not
really.
Not. I mean, when you get to that level, it's some of them do, some of them don't. It's not a requirement. I mean, it's strictly a performance-based decision by whoever makes those decisions at that point. But John Williams, Arthur Fiedler, Leonard Bernstein, I don't know who of those had doctorates or not, but they certainly had the knowledge and the just the gift for what they're doing.
Okay. That makes sense.
When you get to that level, it's more than just how much you've studied. There's creativity and just a certain innate ability to hear and to interpret and to create with what's in front of you. So
wow, that's a good point. Wow.
I mean, imagine, having 55 people out there playing all at one time, and you're looking for that one instrument sound as everything's playing. You're listening for little clip bits of each thing that's going on, and it would be a gift. It'd be a tough thing to do because they're focused on their instrument and their sound, where he's got to look at the whole picture but pick out the little things that need to be fine-tuned.
Exactly.
And it would be a tough.
Wow.
That's what I was talking about with Bruce, is that he hears those things. He can hear what's going on in the orchestra, and he can stop us, and he'll say flutes or trumpets or French horn.
Right. He can usually pin it down and find out where the problem
That's some pretty good
is.
talent then, as a conductor.
Right.
That's some good talent.
I mean, he's got great musical talent, and then I know his background. He's really heavy on keyboard and choral.
Yeah.
So he's just got a great musical ear.
But he can hear, and he knows, when there's a problem, he'll hear it and then fix it. So
You were a band director for many years, weren't you?
Mm-hmm. A few, yeah.
Yeah. So
like as in high school band?
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. Surprise.
I learned something.
I let the cat out of the bag. Yeah. So Mark knows. He knows.
Yeah. Wow. Better take a break. 7:46. Scooter, take us a break. Be right back.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
When you need durable and comfortable hospital scrubs stat, you need the Uniform Shop. The Uniform Shop is the place for top quality uniforms, carrying a great selection of name brands, including Carhartt, Vera Bradley, Urbane, and Grey's Anatomy, as well as shoes from Skechers, Nursemates, Softwalk, and Landau, stethoscopes from Littman, blood pressure cuffs, scissors, name tag retractables, compression socks, paramedic VDUs, and Rocky boots. The Uniform Shop also offers customizing, embroidery, and minor alterations. Let us put you in uniforms. Shop the Uniform Shop.
Take a step back in time when going to a barbershop meant more than just getting a haircut. Come into Legionnaire Barbershop today, a unique gentleman's barbershop. Get back in style with 2 experienced licensed barbers who are trained in tonsorial arts and lock removal and are happy to give you a straight razor shave. Legionnaire Barbershop is veteran-owned and operated and located at 1041 Highland Circle, Suite 55 in Mountain Home. For a full, old-fashioned barbershop experience, stop by Legionnaire Barbershop today.
In 2014, I had back surgery, and I had always been told that chiropractic care, once you have that, is not possible. After coming up here to see Doc Osgood, I've learned just how much it is helpful, and I find now that I can do a lot more activities like mowing the yard, or even my job as a sports reporter. Going to the games is not a problem anymore. I don't have near the problem that I used to, and as I keep progressing, I think it'll get better and better.
Why would I recommend Hospice of the Ozarks? Because I know the people that work there, I know their hearts, and I know that their desire is to help people with the suffering and the anxiety and the things that can come with either terminal diagnosis or a terminal condition. We want them to have a peace of heart and to have a comfort and to know that someone's there to help them through that so they can enjoy the time that they have.
Whether you're a professional lawnscape contractor or a homeowner in need of quality lawn equipment, Moran's Lawn and Garden has you covered. Moran's is the longest originally owned lawn and garden business in Mountain Home, with a 5,700 square foot warehouse packed full of new current year inventory for all your lawn maintenance needs. Moran stocks a full line of factory parts, and they service everything they sell, offering top names like Grasshopper, Hustler, and Country Clipper. Moran stands behind their quality service with thousands of customers using their products daily. Moran's Lawn and Garden, servicing the entire Twin Lakes area.
Do you know where your money goes when you give to charity? At the Salvation Army, 85 cents of every dollar stays to help those in need in our local community. Hi, I'm Captain Spaulding. The money we raise help people in the surrounding 5 counties, including Baxter, Marion, Sharp, Izzard, and Fulton. You can help by donating your unwanted items and by shopping at the Salvation Army store. Those in need get assistance with rent, utilities, sending kids to camp, and many other things. When it comes to this charity, the Salvation Army always helps those in our community.
It's coming up on 7:50, closing out the program with Mountain Home Symphony. Michelle Webb is here, along with Dave Fornes and Mark Hopper. Real quick, before we get to the last part, which I want to talk about real quick, I've got to ask music appreciation. And so, we pick a lot on millennials, but yet, do they appreciate how music has transpired from, say, 1900 to 2000? And of course you're going to get into the orchestras, you're going to get into the rock, the country, and all the different types of music. But, when I look at my record collection and I can go back to, say, 1948 and compare that to 1968, is totally different in that 20 years. And now we go back. But music appreciation for what you do, the strings, the brass, and everything else, do we have that among the young people? And how do we increase music appreciation, for what you do?
I don't know that it's any more or less than it was, 20, 30 years ago. I think if they still teach a music appreciation in schools and in colleges, and I don't know, it's a required course in most universities. So I think, I don't know that it's changed that much. It just depends on who's exposed to it. And a lot of that just depends on the environment you grow up in.
Because Mark and Dave, they've known me for a long time and used to do a lot of recording. But yet now you can do probably as much recording on your phone, and the music is all right here. In my day, it was records and tapes and stuff like that. But now everything's done on computer. Oh, we can fix that in the mix. Click, 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 I mean, right here where Scooter's at, he can adjust pitch control, tempo, anything right there on the computer.
Right. And I think, talking about that, as far as exposure, anyone today has a lot more access to whatever they want to listen to than we ever have. I finally learned what Spotify was, and I finally,
welcome to the club, Mark.
Finally, I'll think, man, I used to listen to this, or I'd like to listen to something like this, and then I thought, where can I get Spotify? And so, this is awesome. I just learned about, by the way, Snarky Puppy, and if you haven't heard Snarky Puppy, you need to go. It's awesome.
Really?
Oh yeah. So anyway,
Dave, what you got?
Well, I was thinking, I've been teaching in Mountain Home for over 25 years, and I've noticed when I was a teenager, back in the late 70s, the music that was popular back then, I have encountered lots of young people, teenagers, that say, can you show me how to play Led Zeppelin? Or the Eagles? Or, I haven't heard America too much, not that one.
Yeah,
but there's
another George Martin production.
Yeah. And so, but I also have.
Are they getting into Zeppelin?
It's still popular.
Really?
If you just start playing Stairway to Heaven, everybody knows what it is. Of course, that was the number one played song of all time. If it's still holding the record, I think it was the number.
Well, I think if you're, and I'm not a guitar player, but if you're a guitar player and you want to play something fun, you've got to go back to the 70s and 80s. And,
Simple Man from Leonard Skinner.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There's a bunch of them out there.
Day Tripper Lick.
Yeah, the Beatles, even the Beatles, a lot of them still love the Beatles. I've had to show people the Beatles songs.
I went into Subway the other night wearing my 50th anniversary of Abbey Road shirt. Guys, I love your shirt. You know what they're playing? They're playing Abbey Road.
Yeah.
In Subway.
Well, but
I would say, talking about kids and how to maybe foster music appreciation, I would say bring your kids to these concerts.
There you go.
Because that's how we started, is I brought my kids to the Christmas concert, and kids, we don't charge for kids 12 and under. This is free for them to come to, and it's family friendly, and get them coming to things like this. There's enough Christmas carols and fun stuff that they'll recognize, that I think that's a good way to get your kids listening to this kind of stuff.
Let's recap real quick. The program is this Sunday, Mark?
Yes.
And the
2:30 at the Shed.
At the Shed at ASU campus.
You can buy tickets at the door.
And they're how much?
$10.
$10.
That's a good price.
Oh, we didn't mention, we also are going to have a 60-voice choir there for 2 songs. It's going to be Jesu, Joy of Man's Desiring.
Wow.
And it's also going to be the Hallelujah Chorus.
That'll put chills up your back.
Yeah. So Jeremy Hopper and his wife Lakin. Lakin is the high school. I think the paper said that Jeremy was the high school director. It's actually his wife. He's the junior high. Sorry, Jeremy, if you're listening.
The Hallelujah Chorus, I wound up with an open reel tape pre-recorded of the entire Handel's Messiah.
But we are also doing songs like Beethoven's Symphony No. 5.
Y'all get into some tough stuff.
Yeah. And then one of my favorites is Mark and I get to open a song called the March and Procession of Bacchus.
Mm-hmm. That's fun.
Yeah, that's really fun. Yeah. It's a features the trumpets and a pretty cool fanfare.
All the brass, really.
What's that one that,
all the brass.
The March of the Toy Soldiers. Have you ever done March of the Toy Soldiers?
Mm-hmm.
Have you?
Yeah. And so we've got a variety of. So we've got some there's a song called Christmas Favorites. So it's a medley of different songs that you hear at Christmas time. So we've got a good mix, and I'm telling you, there's nothing like hearing a symphony live. Our technology is great, and when you've got headphones on, it sounds okay, but it's nothing like being there live. Right. It's really good.
Y'all have it recorded?
Why don't you come and do that for us, Dale?
We've been talking about doing that and then having it available on Facebook or on YouTube or whatever. But one of the fan favorites will always play a sleigh ride.
Yeah.
Everybody loves sleigh rides, so we'll have that too.
Just in case everybody wants to know, the horse is sitting next to me.
That's weird, Dave.
If you don't know what that is, just come to the concert and figure it out.
Find out what
listen, that just didn't go in your favor, did it?
Who's pulling the sleigh?
Nope.
Listen for the horsey at the end of Sleigh Ride.
3 minutes, y'all. Final thoughts. Michelle, Mark, and Dave, thanks for being here, and it's going to be a good show.
Come see us Sunday.
I need
It'll
to.
be a good time.
2:30 at
2:30 at the Shed, yes.
Yeah.
There's nothing better. I mean, it's just, people know me for being a Beatles historian, but I'm a music fan. I've got everything, all styles of music, And it's fun just to listen to the different styles. It really is. So, Michelle, you got anything?
No, I'm just really excited to have some family coming into town. My parents will be here. They haven't heard me play since high school.
Oh, that'll be great.
So they're driving up, so we'll have some family there. We'll have my kids there, and so we have a lot of friends coming. I'm just really excited. So,
Mark,
good way to start the holiday season.
It really is. It's going to be a good show.
Yeah. So I just hope everybody can come out, fill up the shed, and.
About how long a concert is it? Do you guys kind of got it timed?
About an hour and a half.
Something. Yeah.
About an hour and a half.
That's good.
And we do take a break
in
the middle.
Right.
Yeah. Yep. 45 minutes and 45 minutes. Wow.
So.
Yeah.
Give or take a few.
For $10 a person, I mean that's well worth it for the entertainment. It really is.
Yeah, and like I said before, you'll even note even little kids. When my grandkids came down there one time, you could just see their eyes bug out when they hear some of the sounds that.
It's
just
amazing.
It really thrills them. Even they don't really know anything, and just little bitty kids, and they're like, whoa, amazed by they don't hear sounds like that in everyday life.
Yeah. So once again, Mountain Home Symphony, the concert is November 24th, 2:30 at the Shed, $10 admission. 12 and under are free, is that correct?
Correct.
I can't slip in, can I? Final minute. Any final thoughts? I appreciate y'all being here, getting up early, coming down, and good visiting with folks and talking about the symphony. It's going to be a lot of fun, and so I'm looking forward to it.
I would tell people that we do have a Facebook page. If you want more information, go to our website, mountainhomesymphony.com. We also have a great Facebook page that we keep updated with all of our events, and if we're starting rehearsals, if you're interested in joining, that's how you can message us, and we can hook you up with our conductor and see if we have a spot.
There you go. All right. Let's check the fog on the White River. We've got that.
It's still foggy.
It's still foggy at the White. My goodness.
You can't see nothing.
That is normally the most beautiful shot you've ever. Yesterday was beautiful out there. Anyway, we got to run. It's almost time for the next show, so we'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day, everybody.